Life kind of pull the Janair where they go into their turtle shell and they say, well, we don't want to fight
the game one of our
DRX10G, right, where it's really evenly matched teams, and it's not just Damwon, you know, crushing bottom level teams. As here we go.
Oh, gets in the way. Really beautiful stuff here as the abduct is going to land, and Canyon gonna grab that first blood. Emotes ablazing. He's never in his dang lane.
You knew this was coming.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether the abduct's gonna land, and it will. There's the sun, and Miro gonna get blocked one more time. That's a taunt, but you don't want to be taunting this team. Flash forward by Beryl, and that's the second one. Here at 4 minutes in. Like, the arrow comes out instantly and someone dies, right?
Oh, look.
It's gonna go.
Perfect counter gang timing from Canyon.
Well, here he goes, tunneling forward and trying to block Justice punches once again as Cad gonna get booped back, and is probably going to die next. Sweeper brought out just to make sure that they can see where he's going, but
guess we'll just take him. Oh.
Yeah, well, they're dead. Level 6, guys. That wasn't actually used to get that kill, but it was used to get this one. Damn, Ghost and Beryl have been stepping up recently, man. That's why this team looks so scary.
Yeah. Beryl picked up a kill and he's like, oh, we might have a little bit of an overextension here from Canyon.
Yep, Dudu gonna get booped back, and Canyon's just dead. So Cad there at the right time, and you can see Damwon, I think they want it, and here's the man drop to bring Beryl on in. There's the hijacked ulti coming out from Showmaker as well, but Galio is gonna grab the kill onto Pantheon, and I think Showmaker might have overextended this one. Does flash his way out, but he is well and truly dead. No more Kingslayers for you. And right as we say how good Damwon is, they decide to throw away some kills. Shelly does reset. Underground faster. I don't think so.
Some grip, I guess.
Oh, there's the flash kick. Immediate exhaust onto Ghost, who's just going to flash and die. Beryl doesn't lose anything from that one, but does lose his AD carry. Cad coming on over, and look at this guy. 3-0-1. He got a 500 gold shutdown by killing Showmaker earlier. Lee Sin's a big deal. That's the flash from Beryl, though. Prey Seeker and the Void Rush will mean a deadly sin. I'm caster cursing so bad this week, by the way. As Nogari's going to find a Crocodile, but he also finds a Gargoyle, and he doesn't want both of them. As he disappears as Miru comes in. Dudu flashes on over as well. Nogari very slow, but has an acceleration gate. As he's trying to turn this one, but he's still going to die. So uses a lot, but does get the flash out of Dudu. I feel like it's like a guy that owns a Maserati, but, you know, he's wearing Crocs while he's inside it. It's his heroic entrance to stop that terrible joke. Nogari is going to be dead again. This Cad's going to safeguard forward.
For the assist.
And he's running to the wrong turret. And, yeah, Nogari's well and truly dead. Yeah, he does.
With the safeguard. He's like, okay, I did my job.
See you guys.
I got some gold. That's good enough for me.
Around this Drake, Showmaker just a little bit late to the party. As Life now looking for a team fight. See what they are going to be able to do here. Showmaker is seen. Winterspite is going to connect as well as Beryl dives on forward. There's the heroic entrance. Actually interrupts the Justice Punch. And Miro has to flash to get out. Protobelt there as well as he presses his R button. And now Canyon's in trouble. Does he have ult in time? And the answer is no, he'd already used it. But they're going to trade 1-for-1. Showmaker comes down. The chains obliterate Hanwha Life, a triple kill instantly, and now the Crocodile is running for the hills. He doesn't want those chains put on him. Please, no. I'm not a domesticated animal. He is going to run towards the enemy base.
Look at Beryl, he's trying to get the kill.
He goes down by his own terms. I think he killed Cad with a Luden's proc. As there's the Void Rush. A lot of distance there for Canyon, who then goes underground, now considers trying to kill a Gargoyle as well as Miru. He's running away. He's not going to get far. Beryl throws a stick at him, and he is going to be dead. 6,000 gold the lead. Damwon. He took this game from very close to very far for Hanwha Life in a blink of an eye. Showmaker has his cool book
of days past on the Rift.
This is the book Showmaker's just reading about himself in it.
Yeah,
as
pretty much.
Lahen's going to get stunned up. He's going to stand beside Cad, who decides that he wants to go in to get his Aphelios murdered. That was not necessarily the best maneuver, but he does manage to sidestep the abduct. Lahen's now should be able to get underneath his turret, but I don't know whether that is going to be safety enough here. As yeah, definitely is not. As Rek'Sai is going to yell very, very loud, and now Cad's going to be denied getting out of his base. The spear not going to connect.
It's kind of like all 5 members are like Fox.
Well, they're going to dive onto Noguri. There's the heroic entrance coming through from Showmaker, who's going to turn up. Noguri grabs the kill, doesn't die. The Ignite's going to tick down, and he will survive. The AoE damage not going to be enough. Beryl did bite the dust. Noguri's going to be able to teleport back in if he wants to, though, as here's the rest of the kills. Showmaker grabs the turret, Ghost grabs the kills. The Chain Lash is doing way more than any Chain Lash I've really seen coming out of Showmaker here, and this might just be the end of the game. It's only Cad left alive, and the death timers are pretty decent. 15 seconds onto Dudu. This is at least an inhibitor and some Nexus turrets.
They're going to go for it for sure. There's not much that Elysian can do against these minions.
Yep. Sort of seems a little bit like a minion at this stage as Showmaker is going to flash on forward. Chains are going to come down and bind him to the death chamber as Dudu, he's just going to get slapped around. Goes golden.
Just
very pretty
farming
Yeah, I know, it's just insane. 7-1-7 now for Showmaker, who does have the best KDA in the league at the moment, so you may as well just try and get some more kills. Noguri going to steal that one away from him. He's extraordinarily low, as they've decided they want to kill all of them as they're coming in before anything happens, as Noguri gets the most valuable 50 gold in the game.
But this time feels different. It does feel like they've kind of reached an upper echelon, a new level.
Welcome back everybody to the last day of this week's LCK, and we'll be joined by Sungyeon Lee, Lyra, and Victor for today's analysis. And this is season with the translation, and Hana Life took on Diamond Gaming. The two teams with the completely different momentums. And Diamond Gaming managed to get a stomp win up against Hana Life Esports. Both teams were able to pick up their comfort picks. Maybe it's more like Diamond Gaming letting them get the picks that they prefer. For example, like Galio or Miru. So Diamond Gaming, they were able to exert their pressure on the top side with the counter picks, and also they were also able to get Pantheon, one of the favorite picks from Beryl. And having this comfort pick on the side of the stronger team and having this comfort pick on the lower level team is a bit of a different theme going on. So sometimes when strong teams are going up against the underdogs, they open and let through some of the OP picks on the side of the lower ranked teams. They counter it with some of the lane priority champions, for example, like Twisted Fate. And this time around, Hana Life Esports, they were also able to get their comfort picks as well, but Diamond Gaming, they are focused heavily on the laning phase, and they were able to shut down the game even before Hana Life Esports was able to exert their main theme of the composition. And we had a very ironic moment coming in this game, and Rek'Sai was able to get the first blood. This kind of first blood or early gank is too obvious, to be honest. So Miru was pretending that he was placing a ward, but because Diamond Gaming had a ward on that side, they kind of expected that the ward would be around those area where the mouse is pointing at. So Rek'Sai just cleared the full camp on the left-hand side of the jungle. And then he took a detour to avoid the potential ward over there on the left-hand side of the mid lane. So he successfully goes into that rush and made a very easy and clean gank onto Galio. Miru played some mind game over there and showing some fake motions to kind of fool the Diamond Gaming players, but Canyon still was able to pull off a very easy and obvious gank. The typical Rek'Sai early level gank. Well, if they were to kind of pretend some kind of action is going on, the first plan should be kind of zoning out the opponents from pulling up some of the typical and classical plays. Because we have been seeing this kind of a very classic Rek'Sai gank coming in all throughout the split. Hana Life should have been a little more aware of this kind of jungle pathing. However, Hana Life Esports was also able to pick up some kills to even out the momentum, but we had this game-ending moment or huge turnaround for Damwon Gaming. It was too cruel, but we want to point out that this was about the game skill level difference. All of the skill goes wide, and Gallia also got interrupted by Showmaker with his dash. And then on the other side, Damwon Gaming, they were so clean allocating their skill shots, and the bottom duos on the side of Hana Life Esports, they all had the stopwatch, but they weren't able to activate it. Hana Life already had some visions around this dragon, and Nuguri and Showmaker was looking for a base tempo actually. So Hana Life Esports at that point has some priority for the dragon fight. And Hana Life, their comp was about answering some of the dive attempts coming out from Damwon Gaming, but they were a little bit too hasty, trying to open the team fights. Because players have this kind of mindset that we are a little bit behind, and at the same time, Damwon Gaming was really confident, even opening some of the OP champs and favorite picks over to Hana Life Esports. Those kind of mindset was also reflected into their gameplays. Then let's check out the player of the game on the side of Damwon Gaming. Everyone was really popping off, but we've got the monster, the beast over here, Showmaker. Double thumbs up going over to him. 800 POG points and plus 40 CS at 15-minute mark, plus 4K gold at the end of the game. Silas was really popping off and showing off really strong, but Bill and Kenyon was also doing a great job supporting him. Especially Beryl also had some clutch fight coming in with the opponent bottom duos. Damwon Gaming, they're just too good, so they are keep repeating this kind of confident moves. So even though at some point of the game, sometimes they have a very 50-50 fight up against their opponents, but still, it always ends up Damwon Gaming closing out the series somehow, some way. Tied up at the second place with Chovy, and we have 3 premier mid laners on the top of the board. And well, as the analyst mentioned, Kenyon was doing a really good job supporting Showmaker on the mid lane as well. So we also appreciate his super play and outplay. Now it's time to move on to game number 2, Hana Life Esports versus Damwon Gaming. Let's find out whether they can tip on this to a record going on.